Hey everyone, Carolina Venom here. Today I'm taking a look at the Kyocera Hydro. This is on Boost Mobile, and I believe that it's also available for Cricket and maybe some other carriers I'm not sure about. This is a very low-end phone, low-end Android device, but I thought I would do a small review on it, just to kind of give you the walk around on it and everything, and give you some of the specs and what I think about it, and run some tests and all that good stuff. This phone does run Android 4.0. It is water resistant. It is IP certified. It has a 3.5-inch display with 480 by 320 pixels at 165 ppi. It does have a 3.2 megapixel camera on the rear with an LED flash, and I think the camcorder records at maximum of WVGA quality. It has a 1 GHz single core Scorpion Snapdragon S2 processor with 512 megabytes of RAM and 2 gigs of built-in storage, and I think that it will hold up to a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. It does have a 1500 milliamp hour battery with around 8.5 hours of talk time. There's not much about this phone that's really all that great. It's just a basic, small, cheap, prepaid phone. That is decent, does work decent, and it is an okay phone, and it is waterproof or water resistant. But it does have a low res camera, a low pixel density, no front facing camera, and everything, and it's just a pretty mediocre low end phone. But we'll go ahead and take you around the phone. Up here, of course, is your speaker grill. Over here is your notification light, your screen. You got your back, home, recents button, and your menu button. On the side here, you got your volume rocker. On the bottom, nothing. Over here, you got your power button, no dedicated camera key, and on top, you got your USB charging port that is covered by this cover here. That's why it's water resistant. But your 3.5mm headset jack is not covered, so there we go again. On the back, you have your speaker, camera, and your flash. I kind of like the way the back of this phone is made, even though it is very slick. I kind of like it. Then got the battery pulled off, battery cover pulled off. It does have a lock on it back here, and I think it don't have another piece of rubber back here, so that kind of concerns me as well, being water resistant. And the micro SD card does go under the battery, so that's kind of an inconvenience as well. We'll go ahead and turn the phone on. The phone does run relatively smooth. I mean, it's nothing to brag on. There's not really many apps on this phone, but it does seem to run pretty smooth and really no issues. Of course, if you bog it down with apps, only 512 megabytes of memory or RAM, then it is going to, of course, slow down. But, for the most part, it does do pretty well. And I am trying to keep my reviews shorter because I do have a tendency to drag them out. But sometimes I got a lot to say about the phone and what I'm reviewing. So, I don't want to bore you, but I do want to get everything out that I want to say and everything. So, anyway, this is a pretty small phone. Call quality is decent. It's not that bad. It feels pretty good in the hand. It is very small. Very small. But this has been out for a while, and it's just like I said, a low-end basic phone. Nothing spectacular. It ain't gonna break any records for sure. I'm gonna go ahead right now and run a benchmark test on it just to see what kind of speeds we're running on it and everything. Get that over with. Phone does respond pretty well to the touch. It really don't have any issues with scrolling or really with a whole lot of lag. You know, when you got phones like this here that's small, you know, that's not got a whole lot on it. And I mean, of course, like I said, if you bog it down with apps and stuff like that, it's going to get slower. But there are apps for it, apps you can get to clean up your phone when it does get bogged down and stuff like that. So it's all good. This phone, like I said, is on Boost Mobile. It is only a 3G device, and the screen is only HVGA. And so it's not, like I said, it's not got very many features. I mean, it's just pretty basic, pretty plain. The camera is not nothing to brag about either. So not much else to say about this phone. Wait for this thing here to load up here to do this test. Taking its sweet time. I'm trying to think of something else to say about that. I've not really used this phone. I just bought it and just to have it as a spare, because you never know, you might need a spare phone. But I don't really ever plan on using this phone. But you know, you never know, you may need it for, you know, a backup. So it's here. It's not activated or nothing. It's just I have it. Finished. My device is coming in at 2352, so not very good. It's pretty low considering, you know, the phones that's out here now. You know, 2352. It's not bad for, I guess, for a single core 1 gigahertz processor. And it does have reasonable speed. You know, of course, it's not going to be no browser, a phone where browser is going to be really fast and snappy, you know, that stuff. You know, it's just like I said, it's a basic phone for somebody wanting to start out with Android. Wants a small phone, cheap phone. It's not bad. I mean, you can get them for pretty cheap, especially on eBay. You can get them sometimes from around $20 to around $30-$40 brand new. You know, I've seen, and even sometimes in the stores on sale you can find them for a pretty good price as well. But not a bad phone. It's a good call quality, good signal reception, signal strength, and everything is really good. And the phone does seem like it's built really well. So another plus and everything. So really, all in all, not a bad phone for a low-end phone. Nothing that I would really recommend for anybody wanting something that's going to be a powerhouse by no means. This is a very entry-level, small, 3.5-inch display device. So anybody got any questions or comments about it, just let me know, and I'll answer them for you the best I can. Subscribe to my channel. I sure would appreciate it. This has been a look at the Kyocera Hydro with Boost Mobile. Y'all have a good one, and talk at you later.